This is truly a brilliant invention. Who could have imagined that, with just a few modifications, an old fan blade could be transformed into a magical fan that doesn't need oil or electricity? Since the young man built it, he has been saving a lot on the electricity bill. First, he fixed a threaded rod in the center of the fan blade and tightened it well. Then, he prepared a support with a steel tube and a stable base to provide support for the structure. Then, he marked a piece of wood, cut off the excess, and sanded it until he got a circular shape with the ideal thickness to fit into the steel tube. Continuing, he took another piece of wood of the same length, marked the middle, and made a groove-shaped cut. The two pieces were joined to form a cross. After ensuring they were well secured with screws, he drilled a hole in the center of one side of the wooden piece and inserted the rotating shaft, fastening it with screws on both sides. The rotating shaft was then fitted into the cross structure he had made earlier. Finally, he inserted the threaded rod of the fan blade into the rotating shaft, added a nut and a washer, and tightened everything firmly. After checking the overall tension and fit, he attached a wooden disc with a crank to facilitate rotation, as well as adding two small wooden blocks. At this point, it is important to pay attention to the details of each step of the process done by the young man. Using a compass, he marked a circle to find the correct positions. Now everything was ready. The last step was to insert a screw at each intersection point and attach 3 rubber bands to the central crank. And so, a fan that does not need electricity was perfectly created. To use it, just gently turn the crank, and the tension generated by the 3 rubber bands will make the central shaft keep spinning. In theory, as long as there is no external interference, it can operate continuously for a long time. What do you think of this creative and practical invention made by the young person? If you had to give a score from 0 to 10, what would it be?